Did it do the outro or intro? I have absolutely no. It was meant to do the outro and intro. It didn't do it. We're live now. Good evening, everyone. Oh my God, we've had so many freaking technical issues. But good evening, peeps, creeps, and fellow ghostings. It's your boy Joe, and to this side, that will be left, or my left, is my boy Kim, and together we are lights out ghost stories. And again, th- hi bro. This is the you know what I don't miss being on live because the amount of technical kind of stuff that has to go into it is just a pain in the behind. But how have you been doing, bro? Is it 2024? Is it? It freaking doesn't doesn't feel like it at all, bro. Cannot People say they can't hear you. I can hear you very clearly. Now, welcome to the kind of issues that we always encounter. I am gonna go and do my best to. So I won't be able to see. So Kim, you have to be my you have to be my ears. Yeah, yeah. How's it now?
There is no sound at all.
How about now? How about now? How about now,
How
peeps?
about now? How about still can't hear? Still can't hear me. So yeah, on
I
my side
I,
here it seems okay. It's like
I
my microphone is still on and whatnot. So
this is very soft. I have no idea, but can hear. Very soft, but can hear. That's really weird. That's really
but you
really
can hear
odd.
me loud and clear, right?
I can hear you. I can hear you fine. Saravana goes soft sounds like ASMR.
Yeah. So anyway, you can fix that.
Well, I'm gonna freaking try to. I'm really gonna try to. How
Tonight
about
is
now?
about ghost story.
Oh
How about now? How about now?
Christ, that I think made it worse,
Mm,
bro.
I don't know.
That made it worse. That made it a lot worse.
Okay, good now. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay,
good,
good.
Joe. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
good.
freaking
All right. Okay,
Jesus Christ.
great.
So,
So
yep, keep going,
let's.
bro.
I start. Okay, I start from top. I start from top. All right. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, before we start our show, I would like to say, thank you very much for joining us and happy New Year to all of our friends that is currently watching us on Lights Out Ghost Stories. Thank you very much, and
Mm.
hope you guys have a great start of New Year. How's your New Year celebration? What
Um.
did you do for your New Year celebration, Joe? And the rest of you guys can type it in the comment section. Huh?
Yeah. What have you guys done? Well, basically, I just went out to like a fireworks in Perth in the city, and then I was home by 10:30 because I just had enough. Like I'm too old to be going out there and having
What
fun with all these
what
things.
time your fireworks starts?
Our fireworks started a little bit later because it's currently summertime, so the sun goes down a lot later in the evening. So we started fireworks what time? 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Wow, your fireworks so early.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say no, no. They have one I think around 8 o'clock, 8:30, and there's another one at midnight. So
Okay.
we went for the earlier one because
Okay.
obviously my wife and our friends we brought kids and children around, so we didn't want to stay out really too late. And to be honest, bro, I can't deal with the noise and people. No, thank you. Yuck it.
So the 8:30 is more like the old people firework lah.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. It was. Like it's nice, man. I like the lights, I like the fireworks, but it was. You see, this is what my wife told me. Right? My wife told me, goes, "Oh, let's go with this, and it's going to be very little people there. It's going to be a small affair, bro." It was the biggest one in like 2 decades. It's
Oh
like the
really?
biggest, yeah, it's the most amount of people, bro. I even appeared on the news because I think they were planning that. I was there. It was really lucky
Yeah.
because it looked like I was looking, but and I ducked down, but I was eating my bao. I had bao with like soft shell crab and my Thai fish. So I was like trying to shove my face, and then I looked up. So no, it was good. How about yourself? How was Kuching?
Kuching is I would say it's still happening lah. It's still happening for New Year, but Shaz and I, because I was at work, so Shaz came to help me at my work. So little did we know that we actually spent our New Year Eve and also getting into New Year
Mhm.
in a very Chinese oriented bar lah. So I
Oh,
I
really?
seriously did not expect that, because usually when people hire me for work or for job or for gigs like that,
Yeah.
usually it's very um, English based, right? Because
Okay.
that's
Okay.
my
Yeah.
forte, and normally it's not in Mandarin lah, like even wedding or any corporate shows and whatnot. So yeah, so this time around they hired me, and this is like, oh, we're gonna perform in this bar. I'm like, wait, what? And this is a Chinese bar. They're like, should be okay, like you just do casual and whatnot. I'm like, okay,
Just
I'm
go
gonna
there.
try.
Some songs, bro. Relax. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, so when I did it in English in the first, I think half an hour, there were no engagement. People were not responding and stuff like that. So in the end, I need to use whatever Mandarin that I know to hoo-ha lah. So
How good's your Mandarin?
okay lah,
Yeah.
conversational lah. I think can converse. It's just that normally when you do show, you use a different set of Mandarin to deliver public
Oh,
speaking.
there's a different
Uh,
set of Mandarin. I
there's
really
a
don't
different
know.
set. No, not like set like. It's just that just that there's certain words that you won't use when you speak to people.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And yeah,
我
I
我
mean
我不知道，
不知道不用紧.
我
So
爱你。
yeah, and yeah, it's like Shah said, spend New Year listening to Chinese song. Chinese New Year came early for me, so yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
I was
much that
wondering.
is us lah.
I was wondering if we can just say hello to the people on who are kind of watching it now. We've got Jillian Fernandez, Elia, Mona Lisa. Hello, guys. Jerron, Jesselyn, KK Hing, Sarah Vannon, and I want to say something naughty about Sonia, but I can't because I know like she'll probably text me and go, "How dare you say that?" So hi Sonia, you're looking great today. She goes, "Hey, how you doing?" Can hear my Jersey accent. Sonia is actually currently in New York at this point in time.
Yeah.
So that woman never sits still, right? So again, we have Alsatian, Adrian Chua, Ree, oh, obviously KK Heng, and Joachim Then. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Oh, that's you. Red
Red
Spike.
Red Spiker 84.
Yeah.
And yeah, once again, thank you very much for joining us all. And also, if you guys can share this out to your family and friends, we will appreciate it. Okay.
Okay, hold on a second. Before we go,
Yeah.
Red Spiker 84 says call Sonia and Auntie. Sonia, Auntie, remember, it's not me that said it, it's Red Spiker that said to call you Auntie. So, auntie. Oh, no,
So
no.
they're saying that not my fault, huh? Not our fault.
Not my fault, not fault. So
No.
Kim, what have you got for us today?
What have I got? What have you got? Okay, so
Let's start throwing on
yeah,
this.
guys. Today the MVP is back in Joe's hand. He prepared the interview. He conducted the interview. He edited the interview. Then he vet through the TikTok, and then he put up the stream, and then yeah, everything him lah. Huh? I just appear and like talk only lah. So yeah. So thank
And
you
tell
very much.
jokes at the end. Tell really bad jokes at the end, which is okay.
Yeah.
I like your jokes, bro.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that. I like your jokes. No. I'll take it back. I'll take it way back. So, like, just very quickly, Kim, maybe a bit of a background as to some of the history of the video that we're about to watch. Do you know about Pulau Tekong in Singapore?
We have heard stories.
Mhm.
We have also, I think, we have seen movies, horror movies that take place in Pulau Tekong. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellow Singaporean friends. Pulau Tekong is where your army men go to training. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's where the basic military training. One of the
Okay.
camps where the basic military training kind of happens, from my
Okay.
understanding. Look, I never went to national service because I managed to escape it coming to Perth. But
Okay.
so it's a basic military training camp, and I think the new recruits who enter national service go there for their basic military training, as the thing says, right? Keke Hing goes, Joe, hey man, I migrated. I got out of there. I got out of national service like that. So the interviewee is actually my cousin
Mm.
Nicholas Lee. So he's my mom's sister's son, and he was the second in charge of Charlie Company in Pulau Tekong. Now, from my understanding, Charlie Company is one of the most infamous companies in the Singapore Army. It is where the infamous story happened. Have you heard of the Pulau Tekong story, the Charlie Company story? Where
Mm.
there's the bunch of people, guys. You guys are Singaporeans. You guys have gone through basic military training. You guys have heard these stories before. So correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, right? So basically, a whole bunch of recruits went for training. They went for a night march, from my understanding, and at the end of the night march, they conducted a little bit of a like a head count, and they found like one guy was missing, and so they conducted this huge search. They couldn't find him. They had to call in like a tanki and a medium to come in to find out where this guy was. And I think the story was that this person had been taken by spirits. So they did some appeasement kind of rituals, and eventually they found the guy. But it's how they found him that was screwed up. So they found him where they had searched previously. The
Mm.
problem was he was lying on the ground peacefully,
Okay.
peacefully. The
Okay.
only problem was that his internal organs were laid out nicely beside him.
Oh. Okay.
So that's the infamous story about it. There's a lot of ghost stories that have come from it. And Kekiheng goes, that's right. That's why there's no night training on Thursday night in Pulau. So that's a tradition. Now, my understanding was that company closed for a little while. Now, my cousin reopened that company. So I think he was
Mm.
the next group of people, the two IC that was in charge of that area. So I don't know all these freaking acronyms. He corrected me in the post. He goes, not commanding officer. He was a 2IC. So he was, I think, a lieutenant. Um, Sonia goes, you think I'm not paying attention, AJDC? I didn't say that. It was Red Spiker. Is it to call your auntie? It's not me. Don't worry.
Hello, hello. Chok, chok. Go back to the story.
Oh
Ayo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm ADHD, right? When I see all these things coming out, I'm just going, oh, someone's mentioned something. So the story my cousin is telling is about not his experiences within Charlie Company per se, even though there's I think some small stories about that, but about his stories when it came to the hot springs and his travel to the hot springs. And yeah, it was really really crazy. KK Hing goes, yikes! Your cousin is very garang, very brave. The funny thing is that look, I grew up with Nick. I cannot remember a time in my life when I didn't know Nick. Nicholas, when he needs to do something, he's got a very brave face, but inside, as he'll tell you, he's the biggest chicken there is out there. I made it my mission in life to scare the shit out of my cousin whenever I could. Um, but I think when he went into the army, he manned up and he looked after his recruits quite a bit. So you know what?
Okay.
Rather than me telling this whole story, I think Nicholas tells it a lot better than kind of I do. So I
Okay.
reckon what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and try to put it up
Let's
right
play
now.
Lieutenant Nicholas Lee story.
Hello everyone, my name is Nick. I used to be an army officer back in the Singapore Armed Forces. I've since left, so I'm no longer with them. But during my time there was back in 1998. I enlisted. So when once I graduated from officer cadet school, I was posted. My first posting was back to Pulau Tekong, where I was posted back to be a platoon commander of one of the companies, and then eventually I was posted to the infamous Charlie Company. So I'm not sure how whether your viewers are familiar about what happened to Charlie Company, the famous Charlie 13 story with the intestines and all out and all that. So Charlie Company was shut down for 10 years. And then the year that I went back, they decided to open it up again, and I was basically the first officer, or the first person to actually step foot in that new Charlie Company. So, being in Charlie Company, there's a bit of hesitation because of what happened, superstitious wise as well. And so there's been a couple of stories. So I'm going to share with you one of the encounters that I personally experienced. I haven't experienced a lot personally. I don't really have the third eye for this kind of things, although I do have a sense and feel, spidey sense and hair standing and stuff like that, the usual senses, but I can't really see anything. But so this is an account of what happened during one of the field camps for the recruits that we were taking out. So with this encounter, we were generally was one of those standard field camps. We got really bored and we decided to go, hey, let's go a bit of hunting, just for fun. And basically what happened was that myself, one of my platoon sergeants, my company sergeant major, and one of my transport operator. Last time we called them drivers, but now we have to turn them transport operator. I've got to be politically correct. So yeah, so basically we decided to embark on this excursion sometime around dusk, because it was getting a bit dark, but it was actually pitch black dark yet. And we want to catch the last glimpse of the spring before it got too dark. So we went on our journey, and myself, my sergeant major, we can't really see something. We don't have that third eye, so we don't really see things. But my company sergeant major, he does have that third eye, so he can see stuff. So this is an account of his basically what he saw. So what the story goes was, we were driving down en route to the hot springs, and we came past this road. And it was getting a bit darker at that point already, and basically what happens is that there on the side of the road, as we were passing by, there were those makeshift toilets, so those temporary what you call toilet stands on the side there. So and then we were just about to pass those set of toilets, and suddenly the Land Rover that we were in, the engine cut power and died, basically. And it has never happened before. I mean, we had the Land Rover all checked out, obviously, as part of the routine inspections and stuff, and this kind of thing should not happen. We've had the Land Rover running for days before we actually decided to go on this trip, so it was all fine. So no idea why the engine just cut power. There was no visible smoke coming from the engine of the Land Rover. It just, when we tried, the transport operator tried to the ignition again, just wouldn't start. And then it started to get really, really dark. So we got a bit worried then what's going on. We don't want to be caught out here really in pitch black darkness, I mean, it's like, so basically we were trying our best. The sergeant major knew a little bit about things. So we tried to check the engine. Nothing was wrong, nothing visibly was wrong, nothing we could see. We had a full tank of fuel. So we thought, oh, okay, so we just give it a go. And half an hour gone by, and this time around we're starting to really panic because the lights, it was getting really, really dark now. And then all of a sudden, I could just feel tension. Like, you just have that sense like of foreboding kind of tension feeling, and like something is about to happen. You really don't know what. And it was kind of like a build up. After half an hour, getting dark, being stranded on the way to the hot spring, because we were actually looking for ghosts. So so all that feelings was building up and building up, and then boom, I saw this stare coming across me, and it wasn't a stare that I've seen before, but it was coming from my company sergeant major, the one that can see things, and he was looking really, really worried now. And he's a very cool, chillax guy, right? He's like so chillax, and like nothing phases him at all. And to see him like just stare in one direction and glare in that direction really, really like got me like really panicking already at this stage. And then all of a sudden he just told us to like, hey, whatever you do, just keep looking straight. Do not turn to your left. But the left was where the toilet stalls were, the temporary toilet stalls were. And then so we were like, oh, okay, yep. Red alert, something's happening, because Sergeant Major never react like that. And then suddenly he just like totally froze up, and like, oh, so we started panic stations. And then whatever we did at that time, I think I can't really recall what we did, but I knew I was praying in my heart. I was like, please start the engine, please. So we just keep trying, and I don't know, the blue, like the engine just went on again. Started. So I know a bit anticlimactic, but that's not the end of the story yet. So basically, we managed to get the engine started. This time around, we said that okay, forget it. We're not going to go to hot spring anymore. That's enough adventure for us. We doubled right back to base camp. And then after that, I had a sit down with Sergeant Major and said, hey, you look pretty worried. I've never seen you like that before. So, what happened? And then then Sergeant Major was telling us that when the car cut off that particular spot has been he kind of knew already, like that particular spot has some sort of history behind it, and at that point when he froze, he gave me the reason. It's because he saw an entity. He saw an entity squatting by the roadside, quite close to where the toilet stalls were, and it seemed like the entity was eating something, and basically he later described it as like eating the entrails of an animal or something like that. So it's kind of, if you can imagine, it's like intestines and bloody and ghoulish, and so that's his description of what he saw. And actually it was coming and approaching the vehicle where we were in, and then just as it's about to approach the vehicle, that's when we really managed to get the car started. So if you can imagine, like climatic in the movies, and it all happened like that, and then just as about to get the car started, and we'll zoom it off back to base camp. So that was his description to us. So I've never known him to be a person who likes to tell stories. He's a very, all sergeant majors are like that, right? They're very strict, they're very straightforward, they just say what they want to say. So that really threw him off. So I think there must be some truth to it, right? So the one incident that really came to mind is basically one of my one batch of recruits that I took. I was company 2IC, but I was also a platoon commander, double up with one of the platoons. So what happened was I was one of my platoon sergeants came down and to the company office, and then one night, and they say, hey, that one of the recruits was having some issues. I was like, oh, okay, so what sort of issues? What, personal, boyfriend, girlfriend? What issues are you talking about? And they said, oh no, supernatural kind. I'm like, oh, okay, what you want me to do? Okay, I don't know. So okay, let me talk to the recruit. So I got the recruit to come down. I gave his recollection of what's going on, and basically what he was telling me is that he hasn't been able to sleep well for a few nights in a row. And then so I asked him, so what's the problem? And then he goes like, oh, because every time he goes to sleep, he goes to bed, and sometimes in the middle of the night, there will be an apparition that will appear. First, the apparition was at the door of the bunk, and that's a 10-man bunk, so it will be at the door, and then every night it seems that the apparition is coming closer and closer and closer. Until the night where the platoon sergeant came to report to me that night. So what happened was, the night before, the apparition was directly floating above his face, and he was shouting down at the recruit, but you can't hear what that thing was saying. All you can hear is, it was like, you can see like mouth moving and just like big eyes and kind of thing. So the description he told me was an old man. I think he assumed it was of a Malay origin, old man, and he was going to tell me like, kind of get out of my space kind of message they were trying to send. So so obviously I'm not trained in exorcism or anything like that. So all I could think of was that, hey, a lot of the times, we always talk among each other, the officers, like, hey, you got, we have a beret. So when we graduate from officer cadet school, we go through the passing, not passing out parade, but the ceremony, and at that time we'll be presented with the crest, the SAS crest, which we put onto our beret, and is blessed by the 7 different religions or religious heads. So it's meant to be a protection basically for us, and to guide us to lead the next batch of recruits. So the only thing I could think of is, hey, okay, so it works for us. It's meant to work. So I told the recruit, I said, hey, you hang on to my beret. What you do is you put the beret, put it under your pillow, and go to sleep. And then we'll see if that thing still happen, and you tell me tomorrow what's going on. So he did that, And I don't know what courage came into me. I've never done it before, and I am the first chicken. I'm I'm the first chicken. The moment anything happens, I'm the one that fly out the room first, you know. So that's me. So I don't know what came over me. I just felt this overwhelming sense to want to make sure that this recruit was okay. So I pull out a chair, I put it outside his bunk, and I just sat there the whole night. To see if he was okay. And 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, nothing happened. I just sat there, I was just reading my book or whatever, just waiting. And then yeah, and surprising nothing happened, and surprising nothing happened. And then so I told the recruit, just hang on to my beret. It's okay, I don't really use it much anymore. So just hold on to it until you feel you're comfortable and give it back to me. So after that incident, nothing happened. So yeah, hey, who knows? I was fortunate enough to be in the last batch as a recruit in the old Tekong. So old Tekong, they used to have BMTC School 1, which is near the waterfront, where the port, where the boats ferry us. And now there's BMTC School 3, which is right into the island, which is now converted to, or well, it was converted to CISPEC, School of Infantry Specialist. I don't know why it is now. So that was BMTC School 3. So I was inside there. So I was part of that ceremony where we were moving from School 3 to the new complex, which is now known as PMTC School 1 and School 2. Back then when I was a recruit, yeah, absolutely, man. Like the old BMTC School 3 was as scary as it got. Like, you have stories. One of my other recruit mates fell sick. He saw an apparition. He fell sick, 4 days MC, like really high fever, and that happened to coincide with the night where we had this old radio in the bunk. It was a 36-man bunk, so it's a huge bunk, double decker and all that stuff. So there was a radio that was placed at the foot of my bunk. I was at the top, and the radio suddenly turned on in the middle of the night. And then we're like, okay, which monkey, right? Couldn't turn on radio. Time to sleep. We're damn tired, and so we go, turn it off. So I tell the guy, my buddy below me, I say, hey, turn off the radio, please. And then okay, so he turned off the radio, and then after like 10 minutes, the radio went on again. And we're like, okay, this is not good. Okay, all right. Whoever is playing a trick, better stop it. I tell you, seriously, thing's gonna happen. And then so I asked my buddy, sorry, can you turn off the radio again? So my buddy is like super neutral, man. He doesn't believe in all this hantu or ghosts or anything. To him, it's normal. So he went to turn it off, and then yeah, and then after 15 minutes, it turned on again. And then at the point, I never woke up already. I just pretend I never. And surprisingly, that night was the night that my friend who was sleeping, and his bunk faces the doorway entry, and we always know like you shouldn't sleep with your feet facing the door. So I don't know, Chinese believe this kind of thing. So that night he actually he when he came back after his MC, he told us he saw something at the doorway, and then after that he got delirious and then got high fever, and then yeah. So coincidence? I don't know. Maybe. Hey, I gotta tell you, man, like the training officer that at the time that I had, he was the ex-CO when Charlie 13 happened. So he was the ex-CO. And then he was the training officer that designated me to be the Charlie 2IC, company 2IC. He refused to talk about it. He like kept, yeah, pretty mum about it. I think it must have been a pretty traumatic experience for him as well as the company, the OC of the company, officer commanding of the company at that time. So but no, I think it was kept very tight-lipped, so we really don't know what was the crux of the story. So it's all hearsay from that point on.
I don't know what to say, bro. You know one thing, I'm so thankful that I didn't go for national service, because if I have to deal not only with the physical activity, gotta run up the stairs, run down the stairs, run the mountain, right? And then after that, when I want to go and Tito, I have to deal with ghosts. At that point in time in my life, no, I can't. Nah, no, bro.
Okay, I want to say thank you very much to Nick for the interview, lah. Really great interview, great storyteller. So let's go one story by one story, lah, huh? One story by one story. So the first story is the the Land Rover stopped
Yeah.
working, and it stopped at somewhere where the colleague actually saw something squatting on near the toilet.
That's right.
Again, it's at that kind of place, right? It's that kind of place,
Yeah,
and there are so many stories that already came from Pulau Tekong. It's actually not surprising that the thing it's there to just kacau you lah.
Yep.
But it's really lucky that nothing happened to them because the cars start right at the moment where the thing is approaching, right?
definitely.
Is there a connection between the thing eating and the car died down, and then when the thing is done, then the car can move again?
I don't know. I think Saravanan made a comment before on this on the live chat that Land Rovers in the army are by nature not very reliable. I mean, I think they're meant to be like cheap, mass-produced kind of vehicles. It's meant to have a level of reliability, but I don't think it is as reliable as we would like it to be, right? So,
Mm.
and I tend to agree that it's easy for stuff like that to malfunction. I think it's quite easy. Again, what is so like interesting to me and in other stories as well is just the coincidence of this person seeing something and then the car died. Do
Mm.
you know what I mean? And it's
Mm.
known to be an area that is very kind of haunted. So
Mm.
I don't know, man. It could be that we're all putting very disparate events together and seeing and creating connections where connections don't exist. But you know what I mean? How many stories have we heard of? People go to haunted places and suddenly the car can't start.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And you have to think
Yeah.
about it, right? People always say that, and when I say people, I don't say researchers because there aren't very many professional researchers of the paranormal. There are very little parapsychologists out there. But the people who retell these stories and the stories that we hear on TV, a lot of them say, right, the spirits tend to draw energy
Mm.
in whatever form it is, draw heat. And when you think about it, an internal combustion engine works on like heat, right? Like there
Yeah.
has to be
It's a form of energy.
energy is formed the ignition point. So I'm wondering, does it then kind of like I'm just grasping at straws here, take the energy so that there's no like each time it's meant to kind of uh, light up, takes the energy away. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
yeah,
for Nick's story, there is two. I think there is two stories that actually draw energies. No, the other one would be the radio lah.
yeah.
It's another form of electronic, like quite similar to things that we have experienced, whereby we went to places that were said haunted and
Yes,
our camera couldn't work.
yes.
So, yeah. So, okay, could it be something that actually wanted to show itself? That's why they draw the energy. Then to just show you that I'm here and this is what I can do, eating the entrails to freak you out. Then after that, the moment he's done, that is when he walked closer and then like, okay, that's it. Then now you can have your car back and
Hmm.
now you can go. He just wanted to show you that I'm here. This
Yeah.
is what I can do, and yeah, whatever you wanted to do, make sure that you don't step around this area lah.
And I also find it really interesting that it's fun. I've told the story before, and I may have told it on another channel, and I may even have told it to you when we all kind of met up. Right, my cousin's story. I can't remember if I have, but I remember it very differently from how he's told it. Right, I thought he was actually eating like a piece of meat, but my cousin no, so it was entrails. Okay,
Mm.
now you remember the story I told you about Pulau Tekong and the infamous Charlie Company, right?
Mm.
These guys' insides were apparently found next to him. And then my
Mm.
cousin and the sergeant major encounter an entity that's eating entrails. I'm wondering could this be the same freaking entity that's there? Could
Yeah,
this be
that that
the same ghost that's there? Or
yeah,
entity, whatever.
that's why I'm saying that the thing, because the when Nick is already telling this
Yeah,
story, this is after it closed down and then they reopened the company and that they were undergoing training day again, right?
yeah.
So could it be the thing is actually giving a warning that whatever you hear say about the thing is actually true, that I am really
Yeah.
here and this is what I can do. I'm just showing to you guys. I don't need to do another. I don't need to do another killing. But
Yeah.
if you guys
Or warning,
wanted
like a
to-
warning.
yeah, like a warning, like a warning. Is but so I don't want you guys to come and do trainings at night at this kind of places, because this is already what I'm already showing you what I can do. Because you see, Nick already say that time when we go there, we are not supposed to be there, right? They are going for hunting, right?
Don't use this as a freaking excuse to not follow us to places next time. You see what happened to your cousin? You enter hunting, encounter entity. I
No,
can't go.
I'm not even going there. I'm just saying that because he already hunting. So
Yeah.
when you go there, then the thing like, okay lah, I'm gonna show you what I can do, and ta-da.
Eating entrails.
Yeah, anything
Warning.
sure.
Yeah.
Then after that come to you. So what you gonna do? Then it's out lah.
I mean, can you just imagine this thing that it like imagine if you have the site, right? And at the corner and at the corner of the road, you see this thing squatting and it's just eating stuff. Oh my god, it just feels very, very primal, very old, like a very cannibalistic. I just don't like it at all.
I'm gonna sit in the car, close my eyes, and start crying.
Don't just cover the eyes. Nothing happening.
Okay, then
Yes,
it
yeah.
comes to the second story whereby the recruit. So, meaning to say that it is true that the crest is really powerful because the moment he gave the crest to the recruit, and it seems like nothing happened to the recruit.
Or the recruit just got really confident because he believed he had something. You can also remember there's this like recently in Singapore, it's been like I wouldn't say debunked, but apparently they do not bless the crest. Apparently it's not blessed. That's some of the news that's going around. So
yeah.
I don't know about it. I'm wondering if it's maybe. I think symbols have power. Okay. I think symbols that people place faith in has power. Now, one thing I know about Singaporeans is that Singaporeans are very proud of their country. They're very proud of the military. They're very proud of the country, right? And so that SAF crest is a sense of power and pride for them. And as again, if symbols have power, that could be enough to increase someone's kind of like confidence.
So you are actually saying that whatever item it is, if somebody tell you that this thing had been blessed by different religions to keep you safe, you will be protected now. Actually, the thing has no power at all, but it's just your faith in that makes you,
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think that objects can hold can hold energy. That objects can be holy, but I also think that objects can be imbued by imbued with authority and a sense of power by other people. And I also sometimes believe that an object symbolically can mean something to that person, and hence that person feels better. I think it's both, bro. I think it's both. Because you can, I mean, there's haunted objects, right? And then there are objects that people just find creepy that are not haunted. Like for example, when the Conjuring movie kind of came out, right? When they showed that Annabelle doll, people started having like similar Annabelle dolls that look like that and go, oh, this is the real one, it's haunted. But the real Annabelle doesn't look like that. The real Annabelle looks like something completely different. So again, I think people can make stories up, but at the same time, I also do believe in the existence of objects that are really not good to have around.
Okay.
For example, the stuff that we've seen before.
Yeah. Okay. So, but just a warning, lah. If you purchase a police uniform for Halloween, that one is not holy, lah. So don't go around wearing that to the graveyard and say, I think this is quite holy, lah. So,
however, if you want to purchase a nurse's uniform, take some pictures and send it to us. Thank you very much.
I don't want the picture. I don't want the picture. No, don't send it to Joe. I don't get me involved. I don't want. No need.
No.
Okay. Then from the recruit story, it goes to another story whereby, this one I want not to say maybe I'll share this part. Then again, this is what I know. Correct me if
Sure.
I'm wrong. Do you know why people say don't sleep with your feet facing the door?
It's because the hantu kuchachi would tickle your toes.
What is kuchachi, Joe?
I
What the fuck is that?
think it's something that my mom, I think, used to tell me, you better go and sleep, huh? You better go and sleep. It's midnight. Go and sleep. Hantu kuchachi come and get you, then you know.
So at that time you don't know what is guchachi, but it just sounds creepy.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay,
like,
go
fuck
sleep,
that.
go sleep.
I do not want to meet the guchachi.
Yeah.
I'll go to bed.
Go sleep. Okay. So why people don't sleep with their feet facing the door is because that is how they place dead people during funeral.
Oh, is that really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean like during the older times when you have your family members that passed away in your own house, they would place it in the front door, right? At the front door, facing the main door. That is where the body will be lying down. So that is, it's like your feet facing the door. It's also in a way that, hoping to send the person off from the house to go wherever the person is supposed to go. So if you're sleeping, there is also a belief whereby when you are sleeping, it's like your soul would temporarily leave your body. Right? Yeah. So, but if you have in that position, then your soul maybe after that confused, like, wait, should I come back or should I not? Am I dead?
Should I go?
Am I dead or am I not? So that is why all people will say, sleep, don't have your feet facing the door so that you can come back to your body when you're supposed to be awake.
I think with like national service, and guys, you guys have gone through national service. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you're tired after a long day of NS, you can't be fucked. Whether your feet, your toes, your head's facing the door, you just collapse on that bunk and you go to sleep. For what I heard.
Yeah, but then the thing is, if let's say you are, let's say like your bunk is facing the door, right? You can always turn it around, right? Just your head facing the door, then it doesn't. Then it's okay with you.
But yeah, look, I never knew about the feet in the funeral, and that's where that's like a way of telling the ghost, you're dead already, lah. Just go, lah. Don't come back. Just go where you have to do. Like when a guest overstays itself, and you want a guest to go, you're like, oh man, it's been a long day. Oh, like it's like a way of telling the spirits, like, just fuck off. You're not meant to be here right now. Just go. Don't come
okay. Okay lah. Good that you have friends who will do. I have friends who straight away turn off the living room.
Oh,
lights.
Really?
Yeah, turn off like, good night, bro. Like, fuck, you let me out like this.
Let yourself out. Oh no.
Okay,
What was the other story? What was the other story that he was telling? So he's talked about the hot springs one, the hot springs. Then he talked about this recruit who was really scared, right? Because he apparently saw the face come down here. What about the radio? What do you think about the radio? What are your thoughts about that?
Radio. But he saw something at the door, right?
Yeah, he saw something at the door, but also the radio went on and off.
Yeah.
So you think it's the same as the car?
Yeah. I think it's the same lah. It draws energy, right? It draws energy. So I think it's the same. I think it's the same. It has something to do with the operation at the door. Unless okay, I'm just saying it. I'm just throwing out there. Unless your radio is made in 1980s, then probably it's your radio's issue.
That's very true, bro.
Right?
Knowing my luck of technology, it's me. It's me that's having it.
So yeah. What do you think about all the stories? Give us a short one since we have TikTok videos right after this.
What do I think about the stories?
Yeah.
I think they're freaking creepy. I remember just before, when I was a lot younger and I was still in Singapore and I hadn't migrated yet, I remember thinking, shit, man, I don't want to be posted to Pulau Tekong. Please don't send me there, because I've heard so many freaking stories about that. I just send me like in the middle of the Singapore city. I don't want to go to Tekong. Thank God. Thank God. But Nicholas is no longer in Singapore at the moment. He's migrated over to New Zealand. He's there with his wife and his lovely daughters, my lovely nieces. So shout out to
Oh,
the nieces, shout out to everyone.
oh,
So yeah, he regularly moves back and forth, but he's kind of based in New Zealand at this point in time.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, so New Zealand no ghost, New Zealand lovely place, no ghost lah.
Oh, if I were to tell him what some of my New Zealand friends have told me about ghosts, he's not going to be very happy with me.
Okay, okay.
He's not going to be very happy with me at all.
So I wanted to say just now. I say I was for me during my time. We also need to serve the NS, but not everybody. Not everybody.
Oh,
So,
in Malaysia.
yeah, and in Malaysia, there's
Oh,
only a
Sarawak.
certain
In Malaysia
Malaysia.
or
In
Sarawak?
Malaysia.
Or in Malaysia. In
Yeah,
Sarawak.
Malaysia. Yeah. So there
Oh.
is we have to you there is only a batch of selection. It's not everybody. Yeah. So
Like a
for
do you guys like a lottery or like how
Yeah.
they like only certain people are just only picked like in random?
random.
Okay.
But it's kind of sad for me because that year I really wanted to go. I don't
What?
know why I really wanted to go. Yeah, I really wanted to go. I mean, you get to spend 3 months with your friends in a camp and do shit stuff together, and so yeah. But what's even more upsetting was my whole class, all my close friends, they were all selected except for me. I'm like,
oh, all of them.
Yeah, all of them. I mean, close friends, right? Like really close. I mean, the one that we still talk and hang out today. I mean, like, fuck, all of them went and come back with stories. How great is the game, how fun they had. I'm like, fuck lah. And then that time I'm like, fuck the government. They must be racist. They don't want to send the Chinese boy.
How does it feel to not be selected by the Malaysian army?
That time I feel sad lah, huh?
KK those Malaysian NS is like masak one.
Probably, because I actually but I did visit their camp. Because the camp is actually
what kind of military is this?
No. Because
go visit.
No, because the thing is, I think how we are different with Singaporean BMT is obviously I'm gonna say this here, huh? Singaporean BMT is more harsh, lah, I would say. It's an actual military training, whereby Malaysian is pretty much less like camp like that. It's like a summer camp whereby team goes to, right? That's why I say it's fun. That's why I want to go.
All my kaki got to go. I didn't go.
Yeah, right. So then after that, because the camp owner, the person who runs the camp, the person who owns the camp, he's also a person who is in our church, right? Okay. So there's 1 year whereby there is no national service camp running. So we actually asked him to see whether he is okay for us to allow us to use his camp for church camp instead, So he's like, yeah, you can use it, but all the facilities you can use except for the firing range lah. You cannot use it. We're like, cool. So that is when I get to experience it for like a week. It's a creepy place. I would say quite in the middle of nowhere, but creepy is in the sense that it's just dark surrounding lah, and at nighttime you hear like weird noises that you never heard about. But then again, it's jungle, right? But I did not see anything. I did not feel anything, and yeah, it was actually quite fun camp to go to.
Yeah. Just before we go on to the TikTok videos, I've got a couple of things to say. First off, Shaz and Ivan are making fun of my scar on my forehead. There's comments about Gorbachev and Harry Potter. I hate all of you. Secondly, we want to say that Uncle KK Heng is going to have a small little tiny segment with Lights Out where he's going to tell us some kind of ghost story. So look, guys, keep an eye out of it. It will be coming up in the next week or so. So thank you so much.
Uncle, do you say Uncle KK?
I'm gonna call him Uncle KK. I reckon that will be a that will be a very good like name for the segment. Now, rather than saying, "Oh, you know, haunted stories,"
Uncle Keke Heng
Uncle
story.
KK Heng's ghost stories. And Uncle KK Heng goes, "I'm only 23 years old."
Oh, okay.
You're always an uncle to someone, lah, Uncle KK Heng. Okay?
Okay, so now we're gonna go to the TikTok videos. I do
Yeah.
not know what TikTok videos that Joe put up this time around. So,
I don't
and
know,
the
man.
time now is already almost 10:30.
Are you serious?
I do not know why my window is open. Why my window is open? I can look behind my backyard. Why is it?
Why is it? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, well, we're just gonna go and watch this TikTok video now. So basically,
Okay.
I'm gonna click the play button now.
He captured something utterly terrifying.
Alright guys, got some new fish. Pretty big tank as well. There's currently 2 black ones, 2 gold ones. I've called them Goldie. Goldie number 2.
How original.
The black one, and if you guys have any suggestions for names that... What the...
What?
What the...
I didn't see anything.
There are 2 fingers.
While introducing the new fish, a ghostly hand can be seen on the fish tank, but quickly retracts and vanishes as he notices it. And as soon as he turns the corner, there's nothing there. It looks like there wouldn't have been enough time for someone to quickly run up the stairs or down the hallway without being seen on camera. And viewers pointed out that it looks like a vague shadow runs past the front door that doesn't appear to be his. After this incident, he started hearing reoccurring banging sounds inside his house and decided to record when he was home alone to see what might happen. And that's when he has a spine-chilling experience.
Alright guys, so I just thought I'd record a video. I'm home alone. I've been hearing like occasional like banging noises every few days. It's quite late at night, it's like about 1 AM now. I heard a couple of sort of banging. Sometimes it sounds like footsteps, like in the last 10 minutes. Sorry, my camera, by the way, keeps defocusing. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I just thought I'd record to just try and like catch any.
Oh,
Fucking hell!
Oh my god!
Just as he gets to the stairs, a sudden bang can be heard, following up with something charging down the stairs straight at him. So, is this the same entity as before? And is this a real ghost caught on camera? Or just a simple ruse? You judge.
I don't want to. When I hear that, no, thank
Number
you.
1, to the person who is in TikTok, why is your house so dark? Switch on the light lah.
Yeah, you bring too much of the yin energy into the house.
Yeah, too much lah. Too dark. And the finger, for me, it can be okay. I'm not trying to be Joe here, but you know how sometimes the water could reflect our
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it could be the person's own finger.
On reflection, yeah.
I'm just saying. But the running down the stairs sound, fuck it, you know. Yeah,
You can hear. Oh,
yeah, man.
I don't need to see anything. All I need to do is just to hear.
I'm
I just
going
hear it.
the following day. I'm gonna go straight to the electronic shop, order the biggest spotlight, and ask the guy, "Can you install at this stair and the one also there? I need 4 of this."
When in doubt, burn it out.
Cannot everything burn, Joe.
Bro, 7 months has taught me everything can burn.
Cannot. So okay, for me, I think it just because the house is really too dark. Look at that. God damn, it's too dark. Okay, is when you go to sleep, do you turn off like parts of your houses when you're lighting?
Bro, I can't sleep with lights on. Everything has to be dark. For
No,
me.
no. Like outside your living room.
I turn it off.
Everything.
Everything is off. My wife, my daughter hates it. I go switch everything off. I can't sleep.
Okay lah, probably because you have wife and daughter.
No,
there are
because
other people in the house lah.
a predator isn't afraid of anything else, bro. When you're top of
Okay.
the food chain, nothing.
Okay, let me text your wife.
Hey, don't. No.
I okay.
Sleeping,
Okay, for me, I stay by myself, right? I stay by myself. So there are parts of my houses. Parts of my house. Parts of my house. The lights were never off.
Oh, really? Okay.
Never go off.
Okay.
So
I take it back. My toilet light is on, but it's on the other end of the house. You can't see from it. Yeah.
Okay. So my kitchen light is never off. Kitchen bathroom light is never off. Dining area lights is never off.
Your Gundam
Staircase,
cupboard also never off.
yeah. No. The one that is at that area lah.
Yeah.
Staircase never off. Yeah. So I switch off my light in the bedroom, but not at the staircase.
I can't, bro. I can't sleep with lights on. I wrap my head around with a towel to cover my eyes because I can't handle light. I need it to be darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, I love darkness.
I've come to talk to you again. Okay.
And there's no one there. Fuck that. Okay. Too bad. All right. We're gonna say the next video, and it says penampakan hantu.
Ayo.
So,
Malay video, ayo.
seeing the Arab ghosts, right? Or a sighting of the Arab ghost. Let's play this, and hopefully I don't shit my pants.
All hands hoist the
What?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بكلمات الله التامات بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Oh my god. Really?
Bro, you know
Okay.
what he was saying when he saw the carpet? He was
What?
saying, I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
No, Joe. No. Oh my god. Ayo.
When I saw the carpet like that, at first I didn't like it, but then it just became a little bit too contrived. I'm going to call that as bullshit. I reckon that's bullshit.
But is there actually something that was
Yeah.
floating?
Yeah, there was a like a woman or an entity that just kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that, when he runs out, the thing is now on the floor with
something like that.
with the frame of the door lighted up on fire.
I mean, like it's like say if I go back, right? So if we go over here, can you see
Yeah.
that? So that's on the floor. But before that, it was there on the. There we go.
There.
It's that. Yeah, it's that. I can find a better costume than that in Perth.
Okay, so but this video has a lot of edit point huh? There's a lot of goes off, it turns, it goes on again, and you can actually see the carpet is like not the entire thing. So there is actually just somebody could be on the side pulling the carpet, right?
Yeah, and or you could have. I'm sorry to say this, but you could have string down here, fed through the wall, and just kind of being pulled. That's yeah, yeah. Just have a look at
Yeah.
it. Like just have a look, have a look at it. When that doesn't move in a natural way. It looks like Aladdin's magic carpet.
A lot of
And
carpet look like that, like Joe. A lot of Middle East carpet look like that, huh?
well,
Please, lah.
every Middle East carpet is an Aladdin carpet, all right? I don't care.
Ah. Aiyo.
So Sin goes, the carpet ruined it for me. The corner of the carpet was pointing towards the room to the right. Yeah, I tend to agree. I tend to agree. And then they're talking about something about a genie in their mouth. I don't want to know what you guys do in your spare time. I don't care. I really don't care. I reckon we've got time for just one more video, and then we'll probably have to call it quits. I think this is a short one. I think go 21 seconds. There we go. All right, let me check it on. Okay, are you ready?
Aiyo.
Why?
No. Okay. Play.
Haven't started yet. You want to scare me?
No lah.
Oh no! Oh!
Aiyo.
If that was an edit, right? That was a very, very good edit. Do you reckon?
Yeah, it is.
If that was an edit, because I can't find like a very
The cutting point.
The cutting point is like it's really good. Like I say, if we go here, I would envisage that the cutting point would probably be somewhere
No
here.
lah. Actually, now you can use the software to actually place it. So the door frame is actually where you shift it away. So the when he moved into the blue
Down
screen,
here?
is actually,
Yeah. So it's a dual screen, right?
the dual screen. Yeah. So it's okay. I'm not going to say that first, but I'm going to say that this is a brilliant edit, and if
it's really
it's not genuine, but if it's a genuine video, that one really have to burn it out, lah. Huh? I have to,
If that was the case, bro, I would urinate on that wall to assert my dominance, and then I'll burn it.
You urinate, later the thing know your smell, follow you, cock.
Sometimes I don't think things through. I just part of the problem. Part of the fucking problem. Yeah.
But this video, at first when I first saw this video, it really creeps me out. It really creeps me out. But I think that time when I first watched the video, I felt like
you've seen this before?
Yeah, I've seen this video before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why when the first screen that you show me, it looks like that. Oh fuck! I've seen this video and woo.
Not good at all. Not good at all. Very scary. Hey Kim, you know one thing that we forgot to talk about?
Yeah.
Our tour.
Oh yeah. Now you can talk about it, lah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we've mentioned in the last episode of Lights Out, we meaning Kim, Shaz, Sonia, and myself have organized a once-in-a-lifetime paranormal tour of Bali called Sakala Niskala Tour. Now, Sakala Niskala in Balinese means the seen and the unseen. And we have organized for you to go through some of Bali's most haunted locations with us. And not only with us, but also with a spiritual practitioner who we have made really strong connections with. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And a lot of people will say this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You'll never get this deal. I can say with hand over heart, I have not seen anyone offer what we offer. So please send an email to us at lightsoutghoststories@gmail.com, and we'll send you a booklet which will give you the price. And just to remind you, you've got to pay your own airfares to get there, right? But the price will include accommodation. It will include a transfer from the airport to the accommodation. It would include all your meals. Now, caveat, Kim made it very clear. 3 meals, huh? 3 meals a day. If you eat 7 meals a day because you are a competitive bodybuilder, we can't help you. We'll cover 3 of those. And 3 of those is not like, we go have nasi parang and then you heat your plate like it'll be enough to eat, but 3 meals a day. Okay, 3 meals a day. It'll include all the fees to the places that we're going to. It will include the talks and the interaction with people who are in a spiritual kind of like vocation in Bali. So please drop us a line. We promise you it is not to be missed. Kim, you have any thoughts on that?
Can you change the screen back to the 2% screen? Thank you very much.
Sure.
It's also going to include where we're going to have a spiritual practitioner coming with us through to some of these places. So if those who wanted to ask more about, to know more about all this stuff and what the cultures are like in Bali, especially in the supernatural part or paranormal part, this is where you can, because we have actually talked to the practitioner, and he has said that he will make time to join us throughout the trip. So I do not know whether you would call it a once in a lifetime opportunity because I hope I can do it a few more times, so it's not just once in a lifetime.
maybe if you guys come on and you guys kind of allow us to take you on this trip and join us, then it will not be a once in a lifetime opportunity. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that it is a opportunity that is not
to be missed,
available to people right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say
And
that.
also, your fee will also include personal time with Joe, so you can also sit down with Joe and
you can see the scar.
I don't think by then the scar is still there. If the scar is still there, then it's meant to be all the way till the rest of your life.
That's what your girlfriend said, okay? You also get to see Joe's scar up close. You see? Your girlfriend make fun of me? You don't say anything, huh? Huh?
Okay. So
Yes,
see? Kekeng say, Chua Elaine, what are you waiting for? Elaine, this is the time to meet, to get close to Joe and feel him in the flesh. So
what happened to JDC? Just very quickly, Chua Elaine, I fought off 5 people, and I got a scar as a result of that. Keep going, Kim.
He just come to Sarawak, got bitten by mosquito, and
become like
that. Mosquito only become like that. I thought the Australia is the land of wild and
this is a freaking spider. I'm telling you, I got bitten by a spider.
Yeah, right. Is that why you named the mosquito?
I think. Look at the time. It's time to go, Kim. Jeez. Hey, before you go, you need to give people jokes. Like people are here for the jokes.
Okay, guys. For those that has been together with us since the beginning of the stream, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for the support. And for those who really wish to support us, you can do it by sharing this with your friends and family. And of course, you can always buy us a coffee. So we have our link down below in the description. That is buy me a coffee / Lights Out Ghost Stories. Correct?
Lights Out Ghost, I think.
Lights Out Ghost.
I am so bad when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay,
man.
the link is
Lights Out Ghost. Buymeacoffee.com /
Lights Out Ghost. Okay, so thank you very much. So tonight's joke will be 2024 joke.
when you laugh, I know it's gonna be fucked up. So just keep going.
What is better than roses on the piano?
God, I remember. Tell me.
Tulips on your organ.
Glasses come out. I just can't take it anymore.
Okay. I one more, not dirty one. I find it is extremely funny. I don't know whether you find it funny or not. What has 5 toes but it's not your foot?
Manto?
No, my toe. My foot. Sorry, my foot. Why do I laugh?
Guys, I think it's time. Like, I think it's 10:41. Kim's already like too much already. Bro. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for fucking joining us tonight. I'm so sorry, and I apologize from the depths of my heart for Kim's two jokes. The first one was okay. The second one, I don't know. Kim, well, I mean,
Thank you. Okay.
tag off.
Thank you very much. So the next stream would be us playing game, I suppose. We
Yeah,
are
yeah,
supposed to play game and supposed to scream at things chasing after us. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you very much for watching. And just for the Bali sake, I'm going to sign off with Skala Niskala. When you turn off your lights, when the lights are out, they're there with you. Thank you very much. This is your boy Kim signing off.
Mine's very easy, you know what I mean? Like I said before, when in doubt, burn everything out. Burn it out. Burn your mother, father, your shirt, your clothes, your car, your house. Just burn everything because it's not worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Good night. And thank you for joining us today. Lights out, guys.